Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm John Lazarus with Stories Matter and D&D Publishing. Recently, I've gotten a lot of hate mail from fans of the channel. Most are curious as to why, after watching all 63 videos on this channel and doing everything I've said, they still haven't been published. And some are wondering if there's a way to get out of the restraining orders they've been hit with. As I've said many times in these videos, literature is not science like particle physics or phrenology. I can't guarantee your success any more than this guy can control gas prices. Or this guy can protect you from bird AIDS. Some people just have unlucky brain pans. But John, you might be saying, I realize nobody is guaranteed to write a bestseller, but do you have to openly insult me to my face on these videos and call me a piece of shit and respond to my criticism by sending me photos of yourself naked atop all of the books you've successfully published? Everything I do on this channel is to help you improve. Why? Because I love good writing and I hate bad writing. I want libraries, the ones that aren't smoldering piles of rubble by the end of 2025, filled with the work of people who understand compelling drama and narrative conventions. 10 years from now, I want everyone watching this channel to be lying naked atop a pile of their own successfully published novels. A lot of this advice will be difficult to hear. It will lead to awkward realizations, second-guessing, and asking indie book contests if they offer refunds on early entry fees. Because of that, I'm going to sporadically insert images of adorable puppies, serene landscapes, and interracial erotica throughout the video to ease the pain. We'll finally get our shit together on this edition of Stories Matter. Today's video is brought to you by Molotov Cocktails. Look, shit's about to get real in 2025. And if you can't find a way to profit off all of this impending political violence, you might as well take part. While I've always advocated for fellow writers to heavily arm themselves against critics and other writers who are trying to undermine them, I realize guns aren't for everyone. Some of you have felonies on the books or severe mental health disorders which make purchasing them impossible. Some of you have weak arms that make it difficult to deal with the recoil of any firearm with real stopping power. And some are just sensitive to loud noises. But not to worry. There's still a way for you to fight back against impending fascism, or lick the boots of your corporate overlords, depending on your ideology. Molotov cocktails are simple to make, fun as fuck to throw, and generally something every household should have. Visit your local government office for more information. Reason 1. You spelled one word wrong. Every time I see a manuscript with a misspelled word, I instantly incinerate it right in my office. Or at least I used to, until a fire caused by an unrelated reason burned down the last office I worked in. Reason 2. You have more than one character with the same name in your story. And it's Braden. This is confusing as a reader, not to mention disgusting. Reason 3. You write rambling sentences that just go on and on and on and don't really have any purpose besides showing how great you are at being a show-off, but without ever having a reason to justify the length beyond simply showing everyone that you're a douchebag with an MFA who went. Reason 4. You wrote with a lack of description. Every great story should describe at least one room, plant, or female body part. Reason 5. You named the character after yourself, and your name is Braden. Reason 6. You mentioned a gun in the first act, but you never used it to blow anybody's head off later in the story. Reason 7. You had the character directly say what they're feeling. It makes me so mad when I hear that. Reason 8. You used verb tenses in a confusing way. I will have had many writers send me manuscripts having been written that way. Reason 9. You spent too much time describing the character's clothes. Reason 10. You didn't describe the character's clothes at all, so I assumed they were naked and got confused why I was so horny. Reason 11. You used too many dialogue tags, like exclaimed, proclaimed, declaimed. And if you tell me a character ejaculated, there better be a hard cock at the end of that sentence. Reason 12. You used a lot of big words to make yourself seem smart. I graduated cum laude from Arizona University. Don't think you're smarter than me. Reason 13. You made the story sad and pointless, and it was really obvious you were just writing about your own life. Reason 14. You used a bunch of curse words to try to seem edgy and cool. Only a fucking cocksucking asshole would do that. Reason 15. You used adverbs. Only a fucking cocksucking asshole would do that. Reason 16. You put in so much detail when describing the guns in your book that it made me feel like I'm going to be on some kind of list just for reading it. Reason 17. You expected sympathy from me at the beginning of the story. If I don't know your character, why should I give a shit that their whole family just died? It's the same reason new hires at my company have to wait 6 months before they get bereavement leave. Reason 18. You wrote your gays as stereotypes. Seriously, depicting two men having anal sex with each other is such a stereotypical way to show they're gay. Think of something else. Reason 19. You wrote a story about a chosen one. They're cliched, they're overdone, and in real life, every chosen one I've ever known just stole my money and tried to get the deed to my third wife's house. Reason 20. You switch POVs randomly throughout your story without rhyme or reason. Imagine how jarring it would be if the POV porn website you subscribe to suddenly switched to third-person POV content. Enough said. Reason 21. You were clearly mimicking the style of a more famous author. Unless you were trying to mimic me, in which case, I'm flattered. Reason 22. You made every character speak with the same manner, style, and rhythm. Your black people should sound as black as possible. Reason 23. Your writing was so confident. It was clear you hadn't watched videos like this to make you consistently second-guess yourself. Reason 24. You clearly used AI because your writing wasn't filled with unnecessary words like really, just, or actually, and all of the words were spelled correctly. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll leave you with this week's This Day in Literary History. See you on the next one.